Let's move on to WWE. Let's move on to Raw from May 27th. So, right when we got done recording last week and I put out all our segments from last week, the one segment that got the most views was the video of our review of Liv Morgan defeating Becky Lynch. But I think that's because something happened on Monday night when I posted all these videos in this Raw for this match. This was like a very important match that happened on this night. And that's why I think people were searching for this and ended up clicking on our video by mistake. So I think that's what happened. But yeah, Liv and Becky are set for a rematch here of their World Heavyweight title match. And it's in a steel cage for some reason after Dominik Mysterio interfered. We'll get to that. I'll mention the Judgment Day. Damian Priest had a talking to Dominik about interfering in that match and that he screwed up. What are you doing? Did you talk to Rhea? And they kind of want him to stay out of that, right? But
yes,
he does get involved in it again. So let's just jump to the main event. It's Liv Morgan, it's the man, Becky Lynch, for the Women's World Heavyweight title. And this one ended, let's just jump to the booking. I thought it was a good match, but I'm going to skip 10 minutes. And this is where Dominik Mysterio enters the fray and again tries to help Becky. If anyone doesn't know the story, Liv Morgan injured Rhea Ripley backstage by accident, but they put it in the angle, you know, that it's her fault, and Dominik doesn't want her to have the title because of that. So he's out here trying to help Becky Lynch, and then Judgment Day comes out and they're telling him, what are you doing here? And then this is where another angle enters this fray. The Braun Strowman thing. Braun Strowman has been chasing JD McDonough around for some reason, terrorizing him. And then he bumps into Dominik Mysterio here, who bumps into the door, which hits Becky in the face.
This is some AEW shit right there.
And then that leads to Liv Morgan just escaping the cage and winning the match. And then the thing that got everyone's panties all in a twist about the ending of this match was that Liv Morgan actually, after the show went off the air, grabbed Dominik Mysterio and kissed him. Because I don't have that, but that's an internet thing.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I didn't know about that until you told me.
Yeah, so that's what was all the craze last Monday. And that's why everyone was looking for videos of this feud instead of all the other ones, because I had a bunch of other videos that I thought would get more views, like the AJ Styles one, and, you know, the CM Punk discussion about whether he's going to screw Drew McIntyre in Scotland. I thought those would all get more views, but it ended up being this because Liv Morgan made out with Dominik. And that's going to get mommy real mad. But I don't have video. If anyone watched this match and wants to make comments about this, well, first of all, before I send it to you guys for comments, I will mention that Robert did suspect that something was amiss, or that somebody would be betraying, or that Dominik would betray Rhea or something. Is that what you said? I don't know. I didn't sense anything coming, but this wasn't really Dominik betraying Rhea, but it is leading to something. All right, sorry about that, you guys. Go ahead. Let's start with Robert. You go ahead. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking, I believe I said that Dominik would eventually turn on Rhea, and I think that this is it's leading up to that pretty much. I didn't think they would make out, or if they did, it would happen probably a little bit later on in the angle. But I don't know, they did it just this past week. Okay, that was they're moving along pretty fast. Okay,
but correct me real quick if I'm wrong, but isn't it supposed to be like one of those, like she just grabbed him and kissed him type of thing, now where he was visibly quote unquote enjoying it, right? So it's supposed to be like still the gray area where he hasn't completely like joined her side type of thing, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean she's the one that made the move.
She's the one that made the move. Yeah. But you'd think he would go for it, because if he could be with Liv Morgan or Rhea, he's not really with Rhea though. Rhea just like, I guess she dominates him, right? Is she his dominatrix?
Okay, wow. This is the topic of the day. Okay.
I'm not gonna
I'd rather have Liv Morgan as my girlfriend than Rhea Ripley as my dominatrix, I think.
I see. No, that's a fair point.
I mean, I'm thinking that's what Dominik, the conclusion he's going to come into. I mean, this is the first time I'm thinking about this, but logically, this is it's kind of seems like he should grow up and have a girlfriend now. He doesn't need to be just taking orders from Rhea Ripley. But anyways, okay, I'm gonna move on. If anyone doesn't have any more comments to make about this, what else?
I just real quick, real quick. Sorry, real quick, Ken, real quick. I just say the way this whole thing happened was really dumb and stupid. I think one Live to Win, they could have come up with a better way than this. They had that big goof, Braun Strowman running around the ring like a freaking nutcase, and he pushes. Why is the cage door open like that? Like why? What's the point of having a cage match if some nitwit could come in and just like, oh, I'll open the door? I don't know. The whole thing wasn't really done very well and kind of reminded me a little bit of AEW, but that's all I'll say about that.